Theater STL presents July 25th in theater history. David Belasco was born on July 25th, 1853. He became one of Broadway's most influential producers, directors, and playwrights. His stage work included the return of Peter Grimm and Laugh Clown Laugh, and his plays inspired the operas Madame Butterfly and The Girl of the Golden West. The Belasco Theater still carries his name in the Broadway Theater District.
Lovers began at Lincoln Center's Vivian Beaumont Theater on July 25, 1968. The evening paired two one-act plays by Brian Friel. Art Carney starred in the limited engagement. The production broke box office records and later transferred to the Music Box Theater for another limited run.
A chorus line began Broadway performances at the Shubert Theater on July 25, 1975. The musical had already become a phenomenon at the Public Theater before moving uptown. Marvin Hamlisch, Edward Kleban, James Kirkwood, Nicholas Dante, and Michael Bennett turned dancers' audition stories into a landmark musical. It ran for 6,737 performances and became Broadway's longest-running show up to that time.
Patti LuPone returned to Broadway in Masterclass on July 25, 1996. She took over the role of opera legend Maria Callas from Zoe Caldwell, who had won a Tony Award for the part. Terrence McNally's play imagined Callas teaching a group of young singers. LuPone's arrival gave the Tony-winning drama a new Broadway star turn.
The Broadway revival of Annie Get Your Gun celebrated its 1,000th performance on July 25, 2001. The Graciela Daniele directed production was playing at the Marquis Theater. Crystal Bernard and Tom Wopat led the cast at the time. The milestone showed the lasting strength of Irving Berlin's classic musical comedy.
I'm Not Rappaport opened in a Broadway revival on July 25, 2002, at the Booth Theater. Judd Hirsch returned to the role of Nat, which had won him the 1986 Tony Award. Ben Vereen starred opposite him as Midge. The revival also reunited much of the original creative team, including director Daniel Sullivan.
Murder for Two opened off-Broadway on July 25, 2013, at the McGinn Ha-Kazal Theater. The two-person musical by Joe Kanosian and Kellen Blair was part of Second Stage Theater's Uptown series. Jeff Blumenkrantz and Brett Ryback played the suspects and detective. The comic whodunit became a hit and later transferred to New World Stages.
Moulin Rouge opened on Broadway on July 25, 2019, at the Al Hirschfeld Theater. The stage musical adapted Baz Luhrmann's 2001 film for a jukebox spectacle. Karen Olivo and Aaron Tveit starred as Satine and Christian, with Danny Burstein as Harold Zidler. The production went on to win the Tony Award for Best Musical.
Jack Gilford was born on July 25, 1908. He became a beloved comic actor with a long Broadway career. His stage credits included A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum and Cabaret. Gilford brought a gentle, distinctive comic presence to musicals, plays, film, and television.
Charlie Smalls was born on July 25, 1943. He wrote the music and lyrics for The Wiz, the soul and R&B retelling of The Wizard of Oz. The musical became a Broadway landmark and won the Tony Award for Best Musical. Smalls' score helped give The Wiz its joyful, contemporary theatrical identity.
For more, share and follow Theater STL.